What? Wait, I don't think they're ready for this.
These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Pull up on them and it look nice, look nice. These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. These moves looking real nice in the future. Pull up on them and it look nice, look nice.
Yeah, we look nice, future looking nice, we don't need to tell them twice.
Here comes the future.
Yeah, we look nice, future looking real nice, we don't need to tell them twice.
Here comes the future.
The Reds return to Coopers Stadium today following their 4-2 triumph against Perth Glory a fortnight ago. And it's a venue which has been a fortress in recent times, with Adelaide United unbeaten in their previous 6 games. Their last setback arrived in November 2012 at this venue, seeing themselves have won 3 matches on the bounce. A run started by defeating Adelaide United at home 3-1 nearly a month ago. It'll be a big task for the Reds, with history on the side of City, having only lost to Adelaide once in that history. As we have a look at the home side, head coach Adrian Stenter out with COVID. Joe Mullen takes the reins with an unchanged matchday squad. Just the one change to the starting 11. Japanese midfielder Nanako Sasaki comes in as Emma Stanbury rides the pine. Isabel Hodgson leads out the line, hoping to get some more minutes under her belt after a hamstring strain. The remainder of the leadership group also start with Matilda McNamara, Emily Condon and Chelsea Dorber taking their place, with the latter in searing hot form. As for the visitors, Rado Vidicic's side will be without Winnie Heatley and Holly McNamara, who miss out on through their call-up to the Matildas squad as they prepare for their game with Indonesia. To fill the boots, Tyler J. Vlanic and Naomi Chinema, as well as Darcy Moore, take their place in the starting 11. Round 7 of the Liberty A-League Women's. Adelaide United hosting Melbourne City is underway. Sasaki with an early involvement. Her coming into the starting 11. A big change, but she's looked very impressive in her involvements in previous games.
Yes, she has, and there's a hefty challenge to get things underway between Hodgson and Vlanic there. There's no love lost, but there's a coming together of bodies, and they're just letting each other know that they are there and they're ready for a battle this afternoon.
It's a top 4 battle. Adelaide United coming into the game. Good pressing from Hayward. Just applying the pressure on Chinema. Letting them know there's no easy balls. That's good from Hayward, just to cut off the pass.
And Hayward's she's such a tough worker out there. The amount of work and her work rate, her intensity, the distance she gets through and covers, it's immense.
The girls really love it. You see the stats at the end of the game. They just need to get her Strava up as Emily Condon able to win a free kick in a really good position now.
We'll get another look at this challenge here. Leah Davidson's just held on a little bit too much, and this is a very dangerous area of the field for a player the likes of Emily Condon to be standing over the top of the ball. We saw just a couple of weeks ago what she can do from a set piece, and she's such a technician.
Over it, I believe. Delivery now. Condon trying to do, we said just before, trying to curl it into the top left. Doesn't get a foot around it enough, and in the end, doesn't trouble Barbieri. It's a good ball for Verts. Inside now, cut out by Chinema well. Dorber applying the pressure on Vlanic. Have another look here. Condon. It's not a bad effort.
Yeah, it's not a bad effort at all. It's got a really nice shape on the strike, but it's just really central. Either side of Melissa Barbieri, and she's got to make a save on that one. And she's unable to quite repeat her effort from a couple of weeks ago.
Good challenge there from Tumith. She's looked good.
And that's a really good counter-attacking play there from Adelaide United. We saw City with a high press on their defensive line, and Annalie Grove was able to find that pass out of pressure, and suddenly Adelaide are tearing up the other end of the field with a corner at their possession there.
having an underrated campaign. Anna Wilkinson, on the other hand, very much rated, and a header in now. Condon just going wide. Off the corner, delivered by Fiona Wirtz.
We've got to say that's a lovely ball in there by Wirtz, and it's rare that Rebecca Stott is muscled off a challenge there, but Condon has done extremely well to get first to that ball. Unfortunate for Adelaide, for Emily Condon, that one hasn't got on target.
It's Hayward on the far side. Continues her run. Hodgson, first time. They might get through here with the strike and a last-ditch challenge there. And it's a good one in the end by Tori Tumeth, and potentially saved her side from conceding a goal.
Oh, that's an absolutely essential tackle there from Tumeth. A little bit of miscommunication between Adelaide, but for Tumeth to get her foot to that first, defensively, Melbourne City are looking a little shaky. Some questions, Cam, there, missing Winnie Heatley, a bit of a silent achiever, Winnie Heatley, but defensively, City are just looking a little bit shaky to begin.
It was a blown coverage. It just bounced through, one of those lucky ones, and that was inch perfect from Tumeth as the corner delivered now. Headed away by Wilkinson, getting back to defend. A big figure.
And there's Natasha Stott-Despoja as well. She's been recently announced as a ambassador for the Women's World Cup in 2023, so really fantastic to see Adelaide United getting behind that early support.
Dorber cuts to the outside, buying herself some time. Well marked by Vlanic. Sticks in the challenge. Saki wants a foul, but the ball delivered, now headed by Condon. She's had two opportunities of that. And coming across was Policina. Getting back, or in fact, Davidson, as we have a look on the Harvey Norman replay, the ball in.
Well, that ball in there from Isabel Hodgson is just beautiful to take shape around the outside of the back line of Melbourne City's back line. It's a really tough ball to defend against, and just to come in together of clashes there with Condon.
Condon back onto the field now. Dorber, that's a lovely ball across the face. Checker able to intercept. I believe it was Isabel Hodgson playing the ball over the top once again. Good passage of play for Adelaide.
Well, Adelaide are just looking really dominant at the minute. They're winning that midfield battle. They're putting a lot of pressure, and that nice early ball from Hodgson has beautiful texture on it to hold up just before the byline, and unfortunate with the cross from Dorber that it was unable to reach her.
Newcastle product. Born in Belmont. Here's Torpy. Surging forward. Hayward coming across and clattering with Torpy. Not the prettiest of challenges. Here's a foul for Paige Hayward.
We get another look here at the challenge coming through from Paige Hayward, and she's completely missed the ball on that one and just cleaned up Caitlin Torpy, and that really hurts too. It's just a body coming into the leg of Torpy, and it's a really dangerous part of the field as well to concede a free kick, and Torpy's taken a little while to get back to her feet. She is up now and she's looking a little bit limpy as she jogs off, but a dangerous area of the field for Adelaide United and a great opportunity for City here.
Policina to deliver all the way across the face. It was a great delivery, just perhaps a little bit too much on it. No Melbourne City player able to connect.
Well, we will get another look at this one here. It's a beautiful delivery, just that ball. Rebecca Stott knows she had to do better with that. She's almost glanced away from that opportunity, and all it needed was a touching, glancing header, and that would have been in the back of the net for Melbourne City.
The best opportunity for the citizens of the game. There's 41 minutes played here in the City of Churches. Policina with the touch to open things up. back on the ball now. Policina deflected and collected by Grove.
That felt a little bit more lively from City there. Really just a nice ball through from Hannah Wilkinson. Really great speed on that challenge, and Adelaide Grove again has done well to come out and collect that one, but City perhaps with just a little bit of energy in the closing minutes of this first half.
Has stopped. Flanich across the face, saved by Grove, collected in the end.
Really nice little pick up there by Grove, but I think to your point, Cam, Rebecca Stott for me further up the field has disrupted this Melbourne City side, and I think as well when you combine that with Holly McNamara not being there, Winnie Heatley not being there, I just think Stott is so effective in that 6 role because she can connect, she can link players.
It's Policina. Clips Wilkinson. Grove coming out well. It will be a goal kick.
A bit of a half chance for City there, but yeah, look, I do think that change in formation has caused a few troubles for City this afternoon. They're just not winning that midfield battle, which I know when Stott is in that defensive midfield role, they do. And perhaps at halftime it's a conversation with Rado Vidicic about does Rebecca Stott come back into that deeper midfield position?
20 for both coaches to address at the halftime break. Hayward, can Adelaide get one? The strike just wide and saved in the end by Barbieri. That is brilliant from both Adelaide United and Melissa Barbieri.
Oh, well, that is a clutch save from Barbieri there. The early ball over the top, and I love that Hayward has hit this first time. And for words, time in her run onto the flight of that ball, she's made that shot on goal look easy, but a really crucial touch, a really push around the post from the veteran Melissa Barbieri. That's a fantastic save.
Words couldn't do too much more. Barbieri claiming. And that will be half-time here at Cooper Stadium in round 7 of the Liberty A-League Women's. What has been an end-to-end first half with Adelaide United dominating throughout to no avail. Score as we head into the half-time break. Adelaide United 0, Melbourne City 0. Georgia Ghirardello gets us back underway here in round 7 of the Liberty A-League Women's. And you suspect Marissa Vandermeer to play a similar role to what Caitlin Torpey was in the first half?
Yeah, it's an interesting substitution for me, and not to say that Caitlin Torpey had a sort of influential first half, but she's got such a great engine and she can really see out 90 minutes in a game. So it's an interesting change for me, but it's also a really great opportunity for Marissa Vandermeer, the 19-year-old international, the New Zealander. Really good for her to get some minutes in her legs and take the field for Melbourne City.
May see Melbourne City a little bit more defensive, only time will tell. Campbell Johnson and Grace Gill here with you. Max Burford on the sideline for this one. Condon. Wirtz just getting tripped up. Left coming across the right. Having a bit of a chuckle about it in the end. You don't laugh, you cry. Grove able to clear. Tasaki looking at home. This Adelaide United engine room. Coming in for Emma Stanbury, the only change that was made for the Reds prior to this game, as we see Caitlin Torpey a little bit buggered. But now lining up against her hometown team. Side she used to captain, now captaining City. Wilkinson. Tries the cut back inside. Sharples too physical on the foul given.
A little shake of the head from Sharple saying there was nothing in that, but as we get another look at it here, we can see it was just a leg across that of Wilkinson that she's just lost her feet in that one, and an easy call there for Georgia Ghirardello, and Sharples will be disappointed with that. And it's a dangerous part of the field with Pollicina standing on the ball. She'll be looking to deliver this one in probably to the head of the likes of Wilkinson, but she's closely marked by Sharples there.
Pollicina standing over. Good opportunity for City. We saw them almost score. Rebecca Stott glancing the header in the first half. Can they amend it across the face once again? And almost carbon copy of the first half. Marissa Vandermeer, the youngster, potentially getting onto it at the end, just drifting wide.
Oh, that is a brilliant opportunity for Melbourne City. And you think that has to be a sure thing by Vandermeer there. She's almost left with just completely unmarked in the box, and it's just a side foot into the back of the net.
Towards another grey shirt. Paige Hayward with one of her first involvements at right back. Stott looking to dink it. Now an opportunity for Pollicina, dancing around, making it 1-0, breaking the deadlock. And the away side, Melbourne Victory, take the lead through a lovely bit of footwork, and tucking it away is Rihanna Pollicina.
Well, that was a lovely little chippy ball in there from Rebecca Stott, as she finds herself in the middle of the park with not too much pressure on her, and Adelaide United just failed to really defensively clear that one effectively, and not too much Annalie Grove can do in that situation. But defensively, Adelaide have just sat down there, and Pollicina, credit to her for tucking that one away. But this lovely little death ball through from Rebecca Stott had just a beautiful amount of spin and texture on it. And Melbourne City, you'd say, against the run of play, have taken the lead.
Pollicina's second goal of the season. Happy as Larry. And what could be a very happy trip interstate for the Citizens. It's good from Hayward. Condon with a lovely move out wide, and the ball in now for the substitute. Melissa Barbieri reading that one well, coming off her line and resolving the danger.
And that looked a little bit better there for Adelaide United as well. Emily Condon with some lovely, lovely footwork. And this ball there, it's the right idea. She didn't get quite the right shape on it, and it just gave Melissa Barbieri a little too long to look at it there, but she's come and collected that neatly.
Condon now for Adelaide. Dorber. Good ball over the top of it, can find Wirtz. Sneak its way through for Condon here in the box, one-on-one. Straight down the throat of Melissa Barbieri. And you have to put that away if you're Emily Condon. You don't get any better chances than that. And the number 8.
Well, any other day of the week, you'd think Emily Condon is just putting this one away, as we see here on the Harvey Norman replay. She's taken a beautiful touch out of space. And the second touch as well was a great decision. It was just the final execution, failing to pick a corner on that one, and Melissa Barbieri has just taken a really clean grab.
Pollicina all the way across. Strong is Annalie Grove in the air. Held on to that one in a pack of players. Wilkinson dinked over for Pollicina, looking for 2, gets contact, goes down, not given by Ghirardello. Pollicina perhaps looking for it.
Well, Ghirardello was in a really good position to have a good look at this. There was a solid shoulder there, but Pollicina probably just held onto onto that motion a moment too long. Had she gone down in that instant contact, perhaps, but it was the later fall there, I think, that Ghirardello had a close watch on.
Misha Westland sending it towards the corner flag. No teammate chasing. Joe Mullen standing in as coach. Potentially unsuccessful on this occasion. Good touch from Vlanic to open things up and put McNamara under pressure. This is exactly where Melbourne City want the ball. Hayward belting it into Rosette. City making another substitution. Caitlin Carriage coming on. Hannah Wilkinson exiting, unable to add to her goal tally for the season. Leading the way, the Golden Boot coming into this game. What a game it's been. Stott, lovely run from Davidson, and the ball was sublime. Carriage striking, not hitting the target.
Well, that was really pretty to watch. A beautiful bit of build-up play there. This little cheeky back heel by Rebecca Stott was just gorgeous, and Melbourne City unfortunate not to produce an end result from that lovely build-up. But Adelaide in this final minute are really just holding on.
Rebecca Stott having some fun in the dying stages. Adelaide United looking to get one back and level things. Still got time. The tempo definitely dropped. The energy drained on a sunny afternoon here in Hindmarsh. Davidson. McNamara equal to the ball. Carriage giving away the foul. Perhaps a bit of game management. Stanbury has to chase. It's a foot race between her and Blissett. Blissett winning out.
Melbourne City just trying to run down the final seconds of this match, which are really almost at their end point now here as we see Vlanic with this last burst-in run, but she'll just really eat into the final seconds of the match here.
And that is full time here at Coopers Stadium in round 7 of the Liberty A-League Women's. Adelaide United unable to get 3 points or anything out of the game, and they lose at Coopers Stadium for the first time since November 2012. Melbourne City continuing their good form against the Reds. They finish the game 1-0 victors.